we going? Since you didn't make me do that, let's do this. Let's go here. All right, so we're on the easy phone right now. Shit look crazy from that view, but uh, this is the team where we got. It's me, Trading Painter, Tunchi, Focus Tycoon, Crypto Goddess Sensei, and Market Martian. All right, so we're talking liquidity pools right now. All right, got this little liquidity pool template, and we talking about how to take profit on the pool. All right, so we're gonna stick with this Footlocker analogy because I think it's just easy to follow. Everybody done bought a pair of shoes before, so it's easy to follow. Okay, and I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna merge these, and what this is this is Footlocker liquidity pool. Okay, when we first started, we had 100 pair of Jordans, and I'm gonna do another thing. I'm gonna add one, insert one. I really want to add one below. Fuck it. Somebody else just joined in. Who that? And CEO. What's good, CEO? It's been a long time. All right. So what I'm trying to call this is gonna be the initial. This is initial pool balance. Okay, so this is when y'all first get into y'all liquidity pool. That's why it's so crucial and important for y'all to take screenshots when you first start your liquidity pool. Okay, you have to take those screenshots. It's extremely important because, and when you take that screenshot, the information you need is you need to catch a picture of your coin ratio, your amount, your U.S. dollars the balance, the U.S. dollars that you invested. You need to also catch a screenshot of the current price of SWE, or if it wasn't SWE, right, we could do any your L1. It might be a Solana liquidity pool, Ethereum liquidity pool, whatever pool you in, and the coins that are in that pool, you need to catch a screenshot of the price at the time when you enter that pool. Okay, all of that information is important. So, for this Footlocker analogy, let's say the price when we take our screenshot, Jordans were $200 when we took that screenshot. We had 100 pair of Jordans to supply, and we had $0 cash. Okay, this is our initial pool balance. Let's turn this into a little, what you call it, boom, something like that. Bro, my OCD kicking in. Okay, hold on, clean this up real quick. Okay, so now we're gonna take this, copy, we're gonna paste over here. This is for y'all now currently. That's the initial pool balance. You need to know when you first got in. But now today is the 25th. So 4, 25, 25. All right. So today, if we were to come and look at your pool, this is some days after, it'll look a lot different. All right. So let's say first we're gonna go off supply. So since you had this supply and people wanted this thing that's valuable, like SWE, we want SWE, right? So to get SWE, so people to consume SWE, people are gonna have to buy it. Who are they gonna buy it from? They're gonna buy it from you. You the one who set up the shop. You're the liquidity provider. You're the Jordan provider. You got them. So when they come into your pool, they gonna come to you and they gonna be like, "Yo, let me take these Jordans from you." So say they come and take shit majority of your Jordans, which is what y'all should see in your pool right now because SWE is so bullish. Y'all probably have barely any SWE in your pool. So now, looking at it today on April 25th, yeah, for sure. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. And it was 95% USDC, wasn't it? Of course. Right. Perfect. Says that is a clear sign of how much demand for SWE there is, bro. All right. People are like so in this state, keep it scenario. So now we look at it today. You look at your pool. You're like, damn, bro. I only got 25 Jordans, but I got if I sold 75 pair of Jordans. Let me do my little formula. Equals 75 times what was the current price when I sold it. When I sold those Jordans, let's say you sold them at 200. Boom. So that's how much cash you got now. You got $15,000 cash, but you got 25 Jordans. And these last pair of 25 Jordans at a price of 200. If the current price is 200, then you just you do that math. Okay. But let's say, no, actually, let me change. Let's change this. Let's say this isn't gonna be based off of that price. It's gonna be based off of this one. So I'm gonna do this formula right here. This formula equals 100 minus the new value of Jordans times, getting real nerdy on y'all, I need real formula right here, times, and it's gonna be times Jordan price. Boom, $100. All right, see if I did that right. The new Jordan price is, let's say, the new Jordan price. If they're buying it from you, the new Jordan price is gonna be higher because they demanded it. So they ended up buying it out of your pool. So it'll probably be, let's say, the new price of Jordan's 300. All right, let me double check my formula. This should equal this number minus this number times this number. Boom. Okay, so here's your pool. All right. So when you first started with this balance, initial balance was gonna be something like, I want to put a cell right under it. Make this shit nice. I'm actually, like, normally I would try and just skip through it, but we're gonna make this shit official. Really do it the right way. All right, so the formula in here will equal your total amount that you deposited. Your initial pool balance, of course, was my 100 Jordans plus my cash value. Let's do parentheses. My 100 Jordans times Jordan price. Boom. Plus my cash that I started with. Okay. Cool. Make sure that's right. There we go. That look right. Okay. 20,000. All right. Then let me go fix this over here. Y'all still good? Okay. What'd you say? Oh, is that the great compound, bro? My boy in here. This nigga's a whole Excel sweat. Yeah, don't do this to me, bro. You gonna confuse me, bro. I definitely need me a little Excel class. I bet. So all right. So the balance here will equal, again, the same formula. So really, I should be able to copy this formula. Copy this, paste this over here. Cool. It look a little different. All right, let's check on that. All right, so this number is coming from the Jordans that you have in your pool. You got 25 Jordans, but the new price of Jordan is 300. All right, so you're gonna take the 25 times $300, and make sure I did that math right. So I'm gonna do it on the side over here too. This number times this number. Okay, so that's 7,500. Then plus the amount of cash you have, because everybody came to your shop. They took all your SWI out your pool. They drained your SWI out your pool, but they exchanged it for cash or USDC at the equivalent price of SWI at that time, right? So you'll have 7,500 plus 22,500. So our math is right, our formula right. Cool. So now we can build off of this. We lose. Boom. Criddle got it. She got a meeting. Okay. So, let me just stop right there. Y'all following all of that? Because this is good shit right here. I'm gonna keep these. This is how your balance changes over time. And I'll do another one, a third one in a minute, to show you what your pool looks like when the market goes down, when it's bearish. Okay, but in the meantime, this is clear because this information stacks on top of itself. So before I move on, y'all good here? Okay. Okay, cool. All right. So let's go here now. All right, so this is how you know when to take profit. You want to take profit not based off of a dollar value, right? Like when we looking at SWI, we're like, damn, SWI is higher than my entry price. Current price of SWI, let's go look at it. That shit been going crazy. Current price of SWI, that's a weekly jeez, that shit get crazy every time. Look at it, bro. As y'all can see, SWI been running straight for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days straight. All right, if you've been in it, you are up 80%. You damn near, you basically just doubled your money in the past 5 days, in about a week. All right, so current price is $3.67. So you'll be like, okay, I should be able to take profit because current price is 367. All right, call that cash. Boom. Let's box this up. Okay. And so you'll be thinking, and this is what, so I went through this with Kaz. I was teaching Kaz, and he was like, yo, prices at my break even, or it's a little higher than my break even. Why does my liquidity pool balance? Why is it lower than when I enter? I should be in profit. He was upset about it, right? And so we started going into the details of it. The situation, and that's where these numbers up here come from. This ratio, not this balance, that's not his balance, because I ain't want to, not everybody's business about his money, but his balance when he first invested in his liquidity pool, his ratio was 72 sweet and 28 USDC. But when me and him was looking at his pool today, when he thought he should have been taking profit, his sweet to USDC ratio was 39 to 61. So basically, it was damn near half. Like they took all the sweet out of his pool, and all he had was a bunch of USDC. But the thing is, the value really comes from sweet because sweet went up in value. It's at $3.67 now, but you got less sweet than when you started. So when you really want to two things have to match up when you take profit. All right, and I think I put it in a hold on, I made a little where I put it here. Yes, okay. So we're gonna go here real quick, and I'm gonna put this. Uh, Google Docs. The new shit been killing me, bro. Okay, cool. Take profit. I'm trying to see what I want to call it. Take profit check boxes. Okay, there are two situations we need that'll make us take profit on the liquidity pools to maximize profit. One, the first thing is price at break even or higher. That's straightforward. That makes sense, right? Okay. The second thing that is really important is your ratio. Ratio. Yeah. When do you get out of the pool? All right. If you want to take profit, yes. I personally, I mean, Tunchi and Compound and who else in here? Yeah, the only other two. They can speak from experience with me. I don't recommend taking profit. This shit it's a paycheck, bro. It's like when you take your money out of them liquidity pools, you basically saying you just basically fired your employees. You get what I'm saying? And when you fire your employees, your business stop making money. So personally, I don't really recommend taking profit until we get up into our real high levels of our real take profit targets is when Sweet hits $7.50 and hits $10. And while we talking that real quick, I'll show y'all where I get those profits from. Those targets come from this analysis, right? Looking at this channel, price hit the bottom of the channel, ran to the top of the channel. After hit the top of the channel, runs down to the bottom of the channel. My traders understand this already. We already just hit the bottom of the channel, and look at the demand when we hit the bottom. Bulls ain't playing no games. They spending that money. So where's price gonna go before it starts to where we gonna take profit at? When price hits the top of this channel again. All right. Price not finna hit the top of this channel overnight, but if it did, that would line up with here, this price level about here, which is about $5.94, so $6. It won't hit it won't hit the top of the channel that quickly. It'll go to the right a little bit more because time will pass first, right? So as time passes, the take profit goes higher, and so I have us getting up to. I don't think we'll end up hitting that profit till shoot. I don't know, bro. I really can't say. I really can't say timing. Market going crazy right now. You see, I didn't expect Sweet to jump this fast. This shit's crazy. So I don't know when, but $7.50 is a nice take profit for us. But if it don't hit that, that's cool. Anything above that previous high, all time high, that is all time high, which is 5.37. That's when we're gonna take profit. All time high. I don't know, bro. We got to play this by ear because when you see the money, dog, when you see that money at that time, you're not going to take profit because your balance is going to be way higher. Your balance is going to be way higher. Them APYs that you see are off of your current balance. If your balance grows and the APY is still at them crazy numbers we be seeing, I mean, well, let's go look at it. I should have my wallet connected, my test wallet. Boy, oh my god. Fam, look at this. ST Swede. This one got $15 million in it. And niggas tell you crypto's a scam. Niggas got $15 million in it. Okay. But we're all in these pools right here. Swede USDC. Mind you, the Cetus one has the higher liquidity, so that's why the APY is always higher. It's the number one DEX on the Swede network. And Bluefin is like a lower DEX, but either way, you good. I mean, where else you gonna find 4,000% APY and 7,000% APY that auto compounds? All right, and we can go put this in Grok today with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We can go, man. Let's go do it while we're here real quick, and then we'll go back to talking about take profit. We got, let's underestimate. So let's go off the 4,000% APY. If I invest $1,000 in SWE USDC liquidity pool that averages, I'm gonna just say it averages, safe to say at least averages 1,000% APY, right? We've seen lows of 250, we see highs of 5,000, so I'm gonna say it averages 1,000% APY, and SWE appreciates from my entry of what was this round here? $2. I'm gonna say about 225 of $2.25 and rises to our take profit of $7.50. No, I'm not even gonna do that. Let's underestimate. I like to underestimate. Let's say it just gets back to all-time high, which is $5.37 to $5.37, and let's say it gets up there. This should just move this quick in about a week, so let's assume it gets there about a month. Let's say in a month, or let's say 30 days. Rises to, in 30 days, what would my profits be? My total balance. Oh yes, definitely gotta add that in. The LP. Yes, it do. Auto compounds, but the faster it happens, the less we make. The slower it happens, the more we make. Because remember, you're making APY, right? And that APY is passive income on every single day. The longer it takes to get there, the more passive you made. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta think about it like a job. Again, we put in our crypto coins to work. Imagine if a job was like, yo, you're gonna be here for 3 months, but you can work as many hours as you want to. You can put in 8 hours a day. You can work 24 hours a day. We don't care. You can kill yourself, but you got 3 months before we lay you off. The one who put in 24 hours a day gonna make way more money than the person who there for 8 hours a day. You get what I'm saying? It's about the time. The LP auto compounds every 2 hours. What would my total balance be in, rising in 30? Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. And I really think 1,000 APY is underestimated. It's crazy. Let it calculate this thing. Grok be going crazy, man. Compared to holding it, I ain't even asking to do that. It compared it to if you just bought SWE and just held it like a regular person, like you just spot hold SWE on Coinbase. Final answer, you'll have an extra $544, so you'll make an extra $544 in 30 days. Watch this. I'm gonna show you this trading painter. Watch this. So the final answer was $15.44, and we did an example if it gets up there in 30 days. Watch this. What if it takes? I'm gonna copy the whole thing, and we're gonna do 90 days. While it's typing that out, let's go back over here. All right, so I want to talk liquidity pool economics. The two check boxes that you need for taking profit is when sweet price hits your break even or it goes higher. Okay, so that's easy. That's straightforward. Everybody know how to do that. But the more important thing is pool ratio, coin ratio is the same or higher. And when I say higher, I'm talking about sweet because remember, we want sweet. So we're gonna talk in a minute. Coin ratio is the same or higher than initial entry. We need both of these to be checked. So when I was teaching Kaz, he was frustrated because he had one check box. He was like, "Oh, the price is higher than my break when I first entered, so I should be in profit." But his coin ratio was off because they drained his liquidity pool. They took all his Jordans out of his Foot Locker. You know what I'm saying? They took all the sweet out of his pool, and while they took the sweet out of his pool, the price of sweet went up. What it's doing right now. So yeah, the price of sweet is up, but you ain't got no sweet. So that's why your balance not where you would think it should be. You need that coin ratio to be even. Okay, so let's go see what Grok said real quick. Check this out, Trading Painter. This is the difference between 30 days and 90 days. In 30 days, your $1,000 would turn into $1,544, so you make $544. If it took 90 days for price to hit that same price we said, you would make $1,800. That, correct. Mm-hmm. You said you would have 23. You said you would have $2,300, and right here we would have $2,800. That's more money. And the longer it takes, the long. I said 18. I said 1,800 profit. That's the total number in this one. The profit here is 500. Remember, we started with $1,000, right? This is the question. If I invest $1,000, you would come out with 2,800 total. So 2,800 minus $1,000 is $1,800 profit. Then let me train this again for you because what even got us on this topic is you sitting here asking me like, yo, so should we completely get out of our liquidity pool? And I'm telling you, play it by ear, and really I'm telling you, do what you want to do. Personally, for me, and I'm still waiting on Tunechi and Compound FX to chime in. Personally, for me, I'm not getting out of this shit till we peak bull market. Because the longer I'm in the pool, the longer my employees are working. The longer my employees work, the more money my business makes. So let's change this again. Take this same thing, same exact question. And this time, I'm going to say, yo, what if I stay in the pool for a whole year? 365 days. Now watch how this number changes and get crazy. I'm going to let it type out. Okay. Then I want to talk economics of a pool. I'm trying to see if I want to do this before we go back to talk the ratio. I think we will talk that before we go back to the ratio. Yeah, Brody. Here we go.
Me and your prayers. Me and your prayers.
Right, right. And I'm glad. I'm so glad you just said that, bro. Were you done? Finish out talking, but that's perfect. Perfect segue into what I want to talk about. Yes. Yeah. That's psychology. I literally just saying that Seabird and everyone took that screenshot of his trade. Okay. Before I move on, any comment or anything about what Compound just said? At the end of the day, take profit is on you. It is all on you. But we do, from experience, we have a couple indicators of when you should probably take profit. And one is definitely that psychological one that he said. When you want to start flexing and telling people, like you feel proud, and it's like, yo, look at this money, get up out of there. Because that's a sign of greed. And it's crazy how that your emotions will naturally tell you when it's time to take profit. Even if you don't know how to analyze charts, your emotions will psychologically tell you when to take profit. All right. So now we're about to get into some real important part. I'm glad he mentioned that talking about he wants to take profit when basically his pool has hella sweet back into it. You know what I'm saying? He was saying that like at the top of the market when the market's real bullish, everybody done bought all your sweet. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to take profit when they took all your sweet away. I don't, because we don't care for no USDC. That's a stable coin. I like it for stability, but if I wanted stability, stable income, I just go get into a stable coin pool, such as Turbo's Finance. This is probably one of the best ones I found. Turbo's Finance got, bro, this shit over here got stable coin pools with like, it was like 18% last time I had seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is for the people who don't understand crypto or don't want to take any risk, or people who got large bags and it's like, bro, I'm already good. Bro, if you got a large bag of money, bro, if I had $1 million, I promise you I wouldn't be fucking around with these liquidity pools. I'd just be right here. 17% safe money. This is a savings account with 17%. If you got $1 million, 17% of $1 million is $170,000. You just locked in $170,000 salary, passive income. You feel me? Like bills, all your bills, shoot, bro, you good. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother strategy. Uh, but yeah, so here coming back real quick before we leave here, you see what this is to show you time trading painter how it changes. This is the answer for if you stayed in that liquidity pool for 365 days, you would come out with $16,000 profit. And this is if SWE hit $5. If you had just held SWE alone and you bought at 225 and it ran up to $5, you would have basically like doubled your money. So your $1,000 would be like what you said, 2,300. But if you put your $1,000 into a liquidity pool and you stayed in that pool for a year, your $1,000 would flip into 16 bands, 17. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Now let's go. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. That's why I keep telling y'all, don't get out of that shit. Keep buying it. Don't get out. But you might have some people. A lot of times in some experience, some lessons in life, you got to learn through experience. Me, Compound, Tunchi, we're here to stop y'all from experiencing the pain we experience because we seen crazy profits and didn't get out when we should have got out. You know what I'm saying? Or we invested in certain shit and didn't buy enough and then it ran up and we were sick. Like, damn, I should have bought more. We're trying to save you from those kinds of pain. But you might got to experience it, and that's okay. Um, so let's go back here. This part next is really, really important. Okay, so this is the economics of what's happening in your liquidity pool. Again, you have to continue to understand that you are a supplier. You're a person who is putting up shop, and you are selling Jordans. You sell your grocery mart. You're selling groceries, whatever. When you're a supplier during a bull market, let's talk bear market first, because this is what y'all were experiencing. Let's go to SWE. Daily. Boom. All right. Majority of y'all started getting into SWE. Excuse me. Um, I feel like at the top of the year. So somewhere around here, like when it was up here, what, $4, and then maybe, and we started getting aggressive with our DCA, with our buying around $3, 350. But this entire time, SWE's been bearish. All right, so I'm talking about from the period, this period of time here, from up here to here. All right, so that's bearish. That's a bear market, and I'm saying that locally or relatively. Like it was about that's from January to April, about 4 month bear market. Okay, um, during that time, what's happening economically in your liquidity pool is this. Okay, consumers, which is not us. We're not consumers because we're much more wise as far as investing and as far as money. We don't want to be consumers. We want to be providers. All right. So, but consumers, or let me say from providers first, because that's us. We're providers. What's happening is we're buying people's layer one coins, and I put L1 to make it general, because yeah, we're in sweep pools, but you could do this. All these rules apply to every liquidity pool in general. You could be in the Solana USDC, Ethereum USDC, Tau, like whatever, right? But we in SWE USDC. When the market is bearish, you'll see your SWE ratio go upwards. All right, so I'm gonna kind of pull this up. I'm gonna just put in some numbers. SWE, and this one's USDC. And say when you first get into the pool, say you first get into the pool is 50-50. This is your ratio, it's 50-50. Okay. Again, always just stop me at any point if you have any questions. Okay, when you first get into your pool and you supply liquidity, it's 50-50, it's even, right? As the market starts to go downwards, it gets bearish. What do people do with their coins when they get scared? They sell them, right? That's consumers right here. They sell them. And who do they sell them to? They gonna sell them to us, because we the ones with the market. We the ones who set up. We the ones, right? With the liquidity, we're the liquidity providers. They're gonna sell us their L1 coins. All right. Since they're gonna sell us their SWE, we have to give them back the equivalent exchange. That's the rule. The equivalent exchange. They're gonna sell us SWE at the current price of SWE. All right. So if they sell us SWE at any point during this bear market, we'll give them the amount they deserve in USDC. If they sold right here or in this area, they sold SWE at $4, so I would give them 4 USDC. If they sold down here, we would give them 3 USDC. All right, this is why I'll be telling y'all to continuously buy as the price gets lower, because I'm trying to get this shit on discount. We're trying to essentially, bro. What we're trying to do is we're trying to rob these people. I want to take all they SWE, and they get fearful and they sell they SWE. I'm trying to, let me get that for cheap. Let me get that for cheap. Let me get that for real cheap. All right. And so here, buy it for $3. Give them 3 USDC. Boom. They will sell it. They sell their SWE for $2. We'll give them 2 USDC. And so what'll happen to your liquidity pool is the ratio will go this way. It'll go to something like this, 95-5, and these are percentages, right? So let's put these as percentages, because these are ratios. Oh shit. 50, 95, 5. Okay. All right. So this is when the bear market happens, when the bear market is current, consumers are selling their coins out of fear, and they're looking for stability. So they're gonna get stable coins. They're gonna get stable coins from us, and they're gonna sell their layer one coins or their SWE to us. Us as providers is just the opposite. We're gonna buy the layer ones because we're not fearful. We understand we're long term. I'll take them SWE while the price is dropping, because I know that the long term value of SWE is way higher than $2 and way higher than $3. Long term, just FYI for people who don't know, my long term target for SWE is $30. I'm not going nowhere until SWE touch $30. All the shit we doing, I'm gonna just keep going until we touch $30 or until Bitcoin peak out, whichever one happened first. So I know that SWE is valuable long term. So I'm gonna buy them L1 coins from them, and I will gladly give away my stable coins. I don't want no USDC. I don't want no cash. I don't want no USDC. I want something valuable, an appreciating asset, which is my L1 coin, aka my SWE. All right, does that make sense? This is bear market economics. Great, great, great. Okay, now let's move to bull market because this is where we are now. This is where we are now. We're in a bull market now. So, but how does a bull market work against a liquidity provider? It works against us because people come into our pool and they're like, yo, I want that SWE back. Let me get that back. I need that back because this shit running, right? Emotionally, they're like, yo, we see it running up. SWE's $3. It just shot up over 2 days, 3 days. Let me get that back. And then they going to come give us what we don't want. They're going to come give us stable coins. All right. So now my ratio goes the other way. Let's go back to here. So I'm gonna just put right here bear. Boom. This is a bear ratio. So when it was bearish, we ended up seeing our pool was like 95% SWE, but it was 5% USDC. Nice. But we didn't want to take profit because of what? Because the price of SWE was down. And that's why I'm telling y'all there are two check boxes we need. The price needs to be at break even or higher of when I first got into it. And the coin ratio needs to be the same as when I entered. Or let me not even say coin ratio is the same or higher than initial entry. Yeah, that still lines up. Because at the end of the day, I want to have more SWE than when I started. We started with 50-50, so 95% SWE, that's one check box. Like, yo, the ratio looks good, but the price is down, so I'm not finna take profit. That was our current situation at the bear market when SWE was at $2. All right, but now we're entering bull market. As we continue to enter the bull market, what you're gonna see is the opposite happens. They come and they start taking all our SWE away. And Tunchi was just saying, bro, he had seen that his SWE pool, he had 5% SWE and he had 95% USDC. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like they came and drained his pool out. You don't want to take profit. You don't want to take that profit. That shit's so annoying. So yeah, now it flips, right? Like, oh, go back here. So it's funny, like, cause it's hard to get that balance, that perfect balance, cause it's like one or the other always happens. Either the SWE price is high, which we're seeing right now, but the coin ratio is too low, boom. Or it was bear market. We seen the coin ratio was perfect. We had a lot of SWE, but the price of SWE was low. So it's like, damn, bro, how do I ever hit that perfect equilibrium to where I'm gonna take my profit? And we're about to talk about that now. This is to really bring it all home. But before I go to the final part, because again, all this info is stacking on top of each other. Any questions before I move forward? Please speak. I don't want it's important to know this, so don't be too cool. Any questions? Any confusion about anything I said so far? Okay, I'll take silence as I'm I'm teaching this shit perfectly. All right, so let's bring it home. What situation gives me both check boxes to where I need to take profit? And this is it. So let me pull up the sketch pad. Did I lose Compound? Because he really need to see this, but I could teach him on the side. He'll pick up quick. Sketch pad. And then the fun part about this is this gonna really be fun for people who have taken the trading class, because trading and crypto they come in this point they come in together. The information from trading and investing, they tie in together, right? All right. So when do we take profit, or when will we get both check boxes at that equilibrium? The answer for that is this situation. We need price to go above our break even, and I had already drew this up with Kaz. If our break even was $3, and let's go back to our Excel sheet. I'm gonna put this on a new window so I can just swipe over. Wait a minute. Here. Okay. All right. So y'all remember right here we said our entry price was $3. So go back to my little sketch. That black line represents our entry price. Let me see if I can get Compound on here because I do want him to see this. Okay, so our entry price is $3. So we know that to get one checkbox, we need to get back to $3 or above $3. Currently, SWE is above $3. So that's one checkbox. We good there. So let's go check that box. I'm gonna put this in a new window too. I should keep putting it down here on my other screen. There we go. Keep them both up. So sweet price at break even or higher than my entry. Cool. Checkbox there. I need this second one to get hit. When will I get this second one hit at the same time while it's above my price? Here goes trading info. When price goes above our entry and it drops back down to make a higher low, this higher low is gonna be our perfect take profit target, because during this little drop down, we'll start to experience the economics of a bear market, and people will sell their sweet and they'll come and buy stable coins. They're gonna sell their sweet back into our pool, and as they sell their sweet back into our pool, the ratio of our sweet goes back up. So if right now we might be in a situation like this where we got 5% sweet, but on that little drop back to the break even, people sell sweet back into my pool, and they'll sell me back to maybe 45% and 65%. No, 55, my bad. 55%. Got me, but I started at 50. So ideally, I really want to get back to that 50-50 market. But so I'll just hold it, and then once it gets me back to 50-50 or above, and remember, anything above is really ideal, right? If it gets to 55% sweet with 45% sweet, I definitely want to take that profit, because now I got more sweet than when I started, and the price of sweet is higher than when I started. So I'm going to see crazy profits. Does that make sense? Say one more time. We profit on the opposite. Yes. Which is, and what's the opposite of when should we be entering? What's the answer to that? And when do I be telling y'all to buy? Yeah. It's yeah. Trust the process, bro. Trust the process. That's why I keep sending y'all these signals and I tell you buy. That's why I tell you just set up daily recurring purchases. Life goes on, bro. You might be stressed out one day. You might be too sleepy one day. You might be too busy working one day. You might be on vacation one day. You don't have time to be looking at these charts and doing all this management and all of this stuff. That's what I'm here for. This is my job. You know what I'm saying? So at least on your part, make it easy and just set it on daily recurring purchases. That's effortless. Let the robot buy your coins. And of course, when it's dropping, you always, every single day, you'll be buying. When sweet drops under $3, and however long it stay under $3, your robot or your Coinbase automation, it'll be buying it for you, buying sweet on discount, buying it on discount, and then next thing you know, you'll just come back and look at it one day. All of a sudden, sweet at $3.70, and you're like, damn, I'm in crazy profit, and it took no effort. All right. Um. So yeah, that's everything. Does that make sense though? Did y'all? So does that? Um. Yeah. Any questions about that? Any questions at all? The main thing to understand is you need these two checkboxes at the same time. Coin ratio is same or higher than my initial entry, and the sweet price is at break even or higher. All right. So to time this well, so let's go look at sweet now. To get this timing down, we need, let's say, so we said our break even is at $3. So I'm gonna just put a line up here. Where's $3? Boom, about right here. Okay, that's our, I don't know what I want to call it. Take profit. Excuse me. I don't know what to call this shit. I'm just gonna make it black. I'm gonna keep it white. No, I'm gonna keep it white. Exit liquidity pool. So what we're waiting on, the situation we're waiting on, is we're waiting on SWE to start dropping. Right now it's running up, so our pool is dry. We don't have any SWE in our pool. They keep buying it, but luckily we still making APY money. When SWE drops back down, and it might not have to get all the way back down to $3. All right, and so this is the part again. Y'all have to. I can't help you on this part. You have to monitor this on your own. That's what I'm telling you. Make sure you ask questions right now. You have to know this on your own because I can't tell you when to exit your pool because I don't know what your ratio was when you first got into your pool, and I don't know what your ratio is at the current moment. You know what I'm saying? I can't see all liquidity pools. Only you can. So you need to understand that when the SWE starts to drop, and it don't have to hit back at $3. All you need to see is that watch that ratio. Watch that ratio. When that ratio goes 70% SWE and 30% USDC, and it's crazy too. Is Sensei and Martian still on here? I was literally just talking to him about RSI psychology. Like when it goes above 70% and RSI is overbought, or it goes under 30% and RSI is oversold, exact same situation. When your SWE pool is 70% SWE and 30% USDC, that's our take profit target. It's time for me to get up out of here. When the SWE pool goes to the other way, where it's 70% USDC, but it's 30% SWE, it's time to buy. All right. Any yeah, questions? Anything? Okay. Well, that's all. That's everything right there, bro. Appreciate you getting me to record this trading painter. I will. I guess I'll just put it on YouTube. Shit. Hopefully they can hear the audio and everything. But yeah. So we just waiting on this drop. I don't know when Sweet gonna cool down. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought it was going. I thought it would have been cooled down, but this shit going crazy right now. But it's about to hit that 50% mark, that dash line right here. So psychologically, it should start to cool down. And then as far as the pullback, I don't know how far to pull back, but again, like I told Drizzle, we're in the bull market now. It ain't no, oh, I'm gonna wait for the pullback. No, hell no. Crypto is not like stocks. Crypto is unlike any other market that exists. Crypto will keep running. It don't care. This shit might run straight to $5 over the next week, or it might pull back. I don't know. If we get a pullback, blessings. You know what I'm saying? We are lucky. But this shit might say forget you, and that's why I be telling y'all, bro, like keep buying it because you don't want to experience that FOMO. If Sweet run up to $5 next week, you're gonna be sick. You're gonna be like, damn, bro, I shouldn't have bought them shoes. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have been buying that liquor or buying whatever it is, whatever liabilities you blew your money on. You're gonna be so sick. So just keep it on daily recurring purchases, um, and watch your pool ratio. And you want to take profit when your pool ratio goes 70% SWE or greater. All right, I'm done. Any questions or anything before I stop this recording? Get them questions on the video so it'll help you out later or anybody else who watches it. All right. It is some other stuff I wanted to show y'all, but it's 1 o'clock already. Um, if y'all still rocking with me, I'll fly through this stuff pretty quick. I did want to share these two websites with y'all though. Y'all want me to keep going? Y'all still good or what? Burnt out? Y'all good to go? Say less. All right, so write these down or pull them up put them in your bookmarks. Visa now has a website, and it's called Visa On-Chain Analytics. The payment processing company with all the debit cards and credit cards in the world, they are now tracking crypto, and they got some pretty good analytics. So check this out. They're tracking stablecoin supply, of course, right? Because they deal with debit cards and cards and shit, so they care about stablecoins. They're tracking stablecoin supply, transactions, and addresses. Look at how much stablecoin transaction volume there's been in the last 12 months. $33 trillion of US dollars. Or, well, it's USDC, but essentially it's US dollars. 33 trillion. But they say that crypto is a scam market and you can't trust it. It's 33 trillion over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of money. We got a lot more money to go. I'm actually curious. Let me ask Grok real quick. How much US dollar transaction volume is there in America? It said 12 months. And is there how much? Let's call it average. How much average USD transaction volume is there in America in 12 months? In the past 12 months. So let's raise this. How much USD transaction volume was there in America in the past 12 months? Should be somewhere in a crazy number. Should be way higher than the trillions. $1.1 to 2 quadrillion. Sound about right. So to hit 1 quadrillion, that'd be times 4, or a little less than times 4, really. So crypto is already performing at 33% transaction volume of the American economy. USDC is gonna beat out US dollars really soon. Really, really soon. Alright. What other? It was some other info on this site I like. Supply transactions. Stablecoin transaction volume. Oh yeah, look at this. So they've been tracking stablecoin volume since, look at this. This is from 2019. So in 2019 there was 2.96 billion USDC or stablecoin volume that was transacted. That was just 5 years ago. The next year, so if we go from, let's say April 2019, let's go find April 2020. April 2020, it went up to 24 billion. So it grew from 3 billion. So I'm a round 2.96 billion up to 3 billion. It went, so in 1 year, it went from 3 billion to 24 billion. So that's $21 billion. So it increased from 3 to 24. That's an 8x. Stablecoin volume increased times 8 over the course of a year. Then from April 2020, let's go to 2021. April 2021, it increased to 280. Showing y'all the pace right now. Man, I'm gonna have to go put these numbers in Excel sheet. This shit crazy. I need to do a whole new sheet, low key. Put it right here. We said it started at 3 bill. I'm gonna just write it like this: 3. Then it went up to 24. Then it went up to 200 something. April 2020, 280, 280, 280, boom. All right, I'm gonna just keep going like that. Let's go to 2022, April 2022, 282 billion. So it stayed stable. Didn't make no crazy jump. 282. 2023, it went up to 281, remaining stable, which is great. Stable coin volume, transaction volume staying stable. That's what you want to see. That because stability means trust. The longer that the market stays stable, the more people trust it. The more people trust it, the more money that leaves the Web 2 society and comes over to the Web 3 society. What was that? 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23. So we're going to 24. April 2024, it shot up to 475 billion. 475. And then April 2025, we are at 564 billion. All right, that's dope. So yeah, but as you can see though, the first couple jumps was crazy. This was a times 8, Then this one from 24 to 280, that's a times 10, low key times 12. It stayed stable lately. It stayed stable for 3 years, and then it just doubled over the past year or two. So either way, the main thing to focus on is just the growth of stablecoin money. Stablecoin, the more that stablecoins grow, the more that U.S. dollar, the more that cash dies, because all we're talking about is paper U.S. dollars versus digital U.S. dollars. Digital money is going to physical paper money is going to cease to exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not Gen Z, but anybody who has kids like today, whatever they end up calling this new generation coming. If you have kids like today and years after, they won't ever see paper cash. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, y'all used to have paper cash. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a thing. Y'all used to go to the banks and get paper out of an ATM. Y'all niggas used to stand in line at a bank. Like that's gonna sound crazy to them. They like, bro, you just open the app, get your money. You just sell somebody. Like paper, physical money is gonna cease to exist. That was the main thing I wanted to show y'all there. Then transaction value, overall transaction metrics. Nah, nah. Niggas still be stripping, but you're not gonna be throwing. It'll be shit. Strippers gonna make way more fucking money in the future because think about this, bro. You know how much easier it is to just send the stripper her cash out. She gonna have somewhere on her or somewhere there'll be. Damn, you what you asking for is my foresight, so I'm really finna. I do this a lot, bro. It's crazy because I just kind of be dreaming. Thank you, thank you. But peep this. I was finna say that too, Tunchi. I was gonna say it was gonna be QR code on the bra, but peep this though. We got AR glasses now. She ain't gotta wear it. She can have it. We can see it in AR. We'll be able to put the glasses on. We can see the digital AR, the shit. We can see her QR code. We can see her name. We can see all her info. I can put these glasses on, and I can look at her. And if you ever seen Black Mirror, this helps you understand the foresight of what I'm saying. I can look at her and I can see, oh shit, that's her stripper profile. Let me go look at some of her videos on Instagram. Oh, I like her. And I can do my research on my strippers. Like I can look at all these strippers. I'm like, which one I like the most? I'm looking at her Instagram videos. I like the way she moved. This gonna be the one. I'm watching her. Boom. I ain't gotta throw no money. Shit. Let me just hit her Zelle, hit her Cash App, or shit. Crypto gonna be a thing, right? So let me just send her a little Bitcoin real quick. You crazy if you send some Bitcoin, but niggas might do that. Send some Bitcoin or send some USD. You know what I'm saying? But they still strip club still gonna be booming. You just ain't gonna see no cash on the floor. And just think about the convenience of that, bro. You know how much work it is for strippers to clean that cash up off the floor. She ain't got to clean up no more. The fun, right, just make it fun, like Monopoly money or something. Yeah, yeah, facts. Cause making it, yeah, yeah, right, right. Like, mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been there before, bro. That shit was super weird when I went, but then it got fun. Like, so it's a club, bro, where people throw napkins, like make it rain napkins. I'm in it a bit, and it was my partner's birthday, and we in there, and I'm just sitting there like regular club, and then he give me a seat, like, yo, here you go. I'm like, first I seen a bunch of napkins on the floor. I'm like, this play dirty as hell. What the world? And my partner, he give me like a stack of napkins. I'm like, bro, I'm supposed to do. He like supposed to throw it. I'm like, bro, napkins. I'm like, that's weird as fuck. Like, throw napkins. He's like, bro, just throw the money. Like, he throwing the napkins and shit. I'm like, I'm not gonna throw no napkins, dog. But then, like, hoes is dancing. Like, niggas, they dancing under. It's crazy, like, psychologically. But, like, paper falling down on women makes them just want to shake their ass, bro. So, like, they dancing with the napkins falling. I'm like, well, shit, I wanted to keep dancing. So, I'm gonna throw these napkins, bro. So, like, yeah, it's just like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's all about psychological, yeah, psychology. Crazy. Anything possible, bro. Anything. Whatever I believe is reality. Whatever I believe is reality. Um, all right, so that was Visa on-chain analytics. This is good to keep tracking. We'll be watching this over time, but bookmark this. This is good info. And then the other one I wanted to show y'all. This one's fire. This one I actually just got put on. My mentor sent this to me, bro. This is goated, bro. This shit right here is going, man. This helps us find the plays and the coins that we should be buying. It helps us find it so much easier. Um, so let me see. All right, so I'm on the home page. Let me see if I should scroll all the way to the top. Okay, so it's tracking all this stuff: top fees, top bridge net flows, top stablecoin supply changes. There's nothing on here really. Nothing there. Okay, it's tracking the performance of everything. It's crazy, right? Look at Robinhood. Robinhood is going crazy, and you see Bird in the chat. He had took that trade on Robinhood. Robinhood outperforming everything right now. Bitcoin up 48%. I think it's saying on year to date. So I think it's saying from the top of the year to today, or is it over the course of the? I'm trying to find the time scale. Let's say April 25th. Oh, okay, so it's for 1 year. So it's a rolling 12 months. Over the past year, Robinhood up 191%. Bitcoin is up 48%. Gold is up 40%. And then let me just shit on the stock market again real quick. Stock market QQQ is only up 11%. S&P 500 is only up 9%. People always ask me, bro, you buy stocks? No, I don't buy stocks. That shit too slow. That's ancient. It's antiquated. Them times are gone. That shit too slow. I'm not buying no stocks. I'll trade it though. All right. Yeah. Then come down here. Sector performance. So this is dope. So sectors are how you categorize coins and stuff in crypto. All right. I don't know how to short win that, so I'm not gonna say too much on it. But yeah, nah, y'all can. You need to learn sectors. Start looking into that. You can talk to AI and ask about sectors. But this is what I wanted to show y'all. So check this out. So looking at these sectors, and then we can see the market cap for each sector. All right, so you see Bitcoin up here with almost 2 trillion. They put Bitcoin by itself. That's how you know it's really the OG. This shit don't even fit in a sector. It's by itself. Smart contract platforms. This is when you get into the ones we love. This is what we call L1s, layer ones. If you don't understand what that is, you'll learn it when you take the crypto class. Solana is, where's Ethereum? Hold on, Ethereum should be on there. Oh, it's right here. I don't know why it's separate, but so Ethereum got 215 billion. Solana is in second place behind Ethereum with 92 billion. Sui is third place right here with 36 billion. All right, and I think Sui is better than Solana, so we still have at least a 3x on market cap. And so current price of Sui is what, $3. So at minimum, Sui should run up to $9 because it's better than Solana. But these are all the market caps and stuff. You want to look into this. But what I really cared about when I was looking at this is because I believe that the AI sector is the most undervalued sector. I don't think people even understand. You see how long it took us to understand and learn the AI stuff? It's extremely undervalued. Look at BitTensor. BitTensor only has 7 billion market cap so far. Market cap is the total money invested in that asset. It only has 7 billion. WorldCoin is I'm not even gonna speak on WorldCoin. That's gonna get me back to talking about them Zionists and them evil niggas. But 7.8 billion is invested in BitTensor. I told y'all that BitTensor is the AI version of Bitcoin. So to show you how undervalued this is, BitTensor, where my Excel sheet said BitTensor is 7.8 billion. So I'm gonna just put it like, I'm gonna just say 7. No, I'm gonna put the number out right. 7.7812 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's a billion. Ain't that right, don't you? I know you be talking. You be in them billions. 7.8 billion. I think that's right. Yeah, these numbers above my pay grade. But so then Bitcoin is at basically 2 trillion. Okay, so 2, 1, 2, 3. That's a billion. 1, 2, 3. That's a million. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that's right. Right. check. This number is really too big, bro. Shit crazy. I think that's right though, because this 7 point, that's my billion spot. So then going over, that's trillion. Yeah, 2 trillion. That's too big. 7.8 billion. So I'm gonna take the market cap of Bitcoin, which and Bitcoin is very undervalued. 2 billion is not the limit for Bitcoin. Bitcoin will get up to like, I don't know, 20 trillion or something like that. Like crazy. But you basically just have to compare it to the world was. Oh, matter of fact, I got something for you. I got a website for that shit because I had dropped it in Discord. Hold on. Crypto Goddess, what up? She back. I recorded this, so I'm gonna drop the video so you'll be able to catch it. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. This website right here shows the market cap of every asset and like company in the world. Gold is at 22 trillion. All right, Bitcoin is gonna hawk gold, 100%, without a doubt in my mind. Bitcoin is right here at seventh place. It's at 1.8 billion. It's gonna kill Google. It's gonna skip over these quick. Google at 2 billion, 2 trillion. My fault. These numbers are so big. 2 trillion. Amazon 2 trillion. Nvidia 2.7 trillion. Microsoft 2.9 trillion. Apple 3 trillion. These gonna get stepped on. Bitcoin gonna skip straight over these and it'll hit second place, and then it'll start pushing for gold's spot at number one. Gold has been the world reserve currency. Let's go see. Let's ask AI. How long has gold been the world reserve asset? In the modern sense, like US dollar under the Bretton Woods. However, it served as a global standard for currency valuation during specific periods. Okay, so I can't call it a world reserve asset. My fault, my fault. But it's saying over the past 80 to 100 years, it's been the most trusted global standard for currency valuation. That's a good point right there, right? So people use it. Um, oh, and this is what I was talking about earlier. Look at that. I like how this just came back up. The U.S. dollar used to be pegged to gold. That's when it used to be backed by gold, and it stopped in 1971 when Richard Nixon removed the gold standard. All right. I want to see this too. Gold-backed many national currencies with exchange rates fixed to gold. This lasted roughly 40 years until World War I disrupted it. I do kind of want to talk about that, about how people value things in gold, because eventually people will value things in Bitcoin. Because like when we look at these charts, we're looking at like SWE/USD, kind of talking trading talk, right? A quote, a trading pair, SWE/USDC, or we look at Nvidia/USDC, Google/USDC. Eventually, I believe it'll be Bitcoin. I think people start to value things in Bitcoin instead of dollars. Like you go buy a pair of shoes, you're like, yo, how much is that? It's $200. I think in the future, people will start to be like, yo, how much is that? And he's be like, it's 0.001 Bitcoin. That's what I think. But, or I think they'll probably actually, I think we'll say Satoshis, but that's going to send me on another spiral. All right, so Bitcoin at 1.8 trillion. We got to go and get to 22 trillion to overtake gold. So that means Bitcoin right now has another 10x minimum. 2 times 10 put you at 22. So we got another 10x for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is currently roughly at what's Bitcoin right now? 95,000. So 95 times 10 puts Bitcoin at 950,000. So $1 million of value. So Bitcoin will hit $1 million at minimum. So that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, you want to have some Bitcoin. If you can get one Bitcoin, you're gonna be so rich because it is gonna go up to $1 million. Y'all understand how I valued that? How I did that math? We're just going off market cap. 1.8 trillion. I'm rounding that up to 2, and we got to get to 22 trillion to beat out gold. 22 divided by 2, that's 10. So then you take the price of Bitcoin, multiply it by 10, 950,000. All right. I wanted to show y'all BitTensor. Oh, I'm finna show you. All right, let's go back to that Excel sheet. I wrote that shit on. I lost it. Okay, cool. So that's what I was doing. So the same thing I just did. I compared Bitcoin to gold, and I said Bitcoin got to flip 10 times to catch up to gold. Well, I'm gonna do the same thing. BitTensor to Bitcoin. How many times does BitTensor have to flip to get up to Bitcoin market cap? Bitcoin is currently 2 trillion. This number right here, roughly 2 trillion. And then BitTensor is 7.8 billion. So I'm just going to do the math and do equals this number divided by this number. 256. We got another 256x on BitTensor. BitTensor right now, current price is TAL USD. It is $360. Alright, so I'll take this 256 number and multiply by 360. So equals 360 times 256. BitTensor for us, our target goal is 92,000 BitTensor. So right now it's at $300. We're holding BitTensor until it gets up to 92,000. I know that sounds crazy, but Bitcoin used to be $1, so use your imagination. It is very possible. Alright. I'm done, bro. I'm hungry and shit. Any questions though? Before we go, questions, comments, thoughts, anything. For real. But I said all my piece. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate y'all showing up. I really value y'all time, and I enjoy doing this. Show up Sunday, bro. Make sure y'all there Sunday, 3 to 5. We linking at Za Acai Cafe. Tell your friends, bro. It's open to anybody. If they come to the event, make sure that they either need to buy something from Za Acai Cafe, like a meal, a drink, or something, or they need to join our community. But let your people know, bro. Let your people know. And I wanna, if we really show up and show out, we can keep it recurrent. I wanna try and run it once a month, so we can all meet up in person once a month, and eventually we'll outgrow that cafe and have to go somewhere else. But them sound like good problems to me, and we'll deal with them when we get to that point. So yeah, bro. I'm all done. Crypto Goddess, I need to show you how to take profit on liquidity pools because you missed it, but I know you'll pick up on it quickly, so I'll show you that in a second. But Tycoon and CEO, y'all good? All right, smooth. Appreciate y'all showing up, man. Show, boy. Keep learning.